Hi, so my name's Erica, and I'm doing a quick book review on Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerri Maniscalco. I read this book in February and loved it, and have been in love with it since then, and finally decided to do a book review on it because, well, it's my favorite book of this year. So, more about the book. The main character is Audrey Rose Wadsworth, and she's a very different kind of female because she doesn't do the things most girls her time do. She doesn't sit there and gossip all the time. She wants to go do her own thing. She wants to go study forensic science. She wants to have her own opinions. She wants to go have adventures. She doesn't want to just sit there and do nothing. So basically, she's studying forensic science from her uncle. And she has to do it in secret because her father disapproves. He does not like that she likes to go do these things. He basically thinks she needs to sit home and be like every other girl. And he's very protective of her, and he tries to keep on like a bubble, and she doesn't want to be in that bubble. She wants outside that bubble so badly. And she does fight, and she does get out of it, but she has to do it in secret. And her brother helps her with this because he knows what she's doing, but he just hushes about it. He's like, she's just gonna go do her own thing. He kind of thinks one day she might grow out of it. He's pretty sure she will, but I mean, obviously she's not. It's not who she is. And she's on the hunt for Jack the Ripper, because he's been going and running amok amongst London, killing the prostitutes, who Audrey Rose feels tremendously bad for, because she understands they're nothing more than basic victims of their time, because since they're not well off, they have to figure out a way to make money, and since women aren't educated, how are they supposed to make money? Besides selling the bars. So she feels bad for them, and she doesn't want them being killed just because bad things in life have happened to them, and they have to figure out a way to survive. And that's her, thing. And I think it's really interesting because, like I said, it's 1800s, so everyone she's working with is basically male. And they don't have the same feelings towards these things, and they don't have the same understanding as she does about these things. So she's much more passionate about it than they are. And she's, bound and determined to catch this person. And she does. I mean, well, obviously. So, the other characters, like I said, are her uncle, her father, her brother. I briefly discussed. There's also Thomas Carswell, who's a romantic interest in this book, and who's very much like Audrey Rose, and then very different. They bicker all the time. They don't always see eye to eye, but they also listen to each other's opinions, and he respects that this is who she is, and he actually enjoys that this is who she is. And he'll challenge her. He challenges her a lot to think a little bit differently, and she does that to him too. They both challenge each other to be different and to go further than what they normally think, which is really cool. But I think of a relationship, because while they bicker and they might argue sometimes, it's not violent, but they still push each other, which is a really good aspect, I think, in a lot of books, because sometimes it's just heavy romance, and this book is, there's a romance, but it's very toned down. It's not a major plot point in this book. The major plot point is hunting Jack the Ripper, which she does with Thomas, and they are hunting this person together. Which is kind of funny because so are the police, but they don't work too much with the police except for what they have to. So, like I said, you need to pick this book up. I don't care what format you pick this book up on, just pick it up, go and read it. Book 2 isn't out until September 19th, 2017, which is less than 2 months away, so you still have time to pick it up and read it if you watch this video and then decide to read the book. But like I said, this book is amazing. Go read it. I guarantee you will not regret it. I've really heard very few negative things about this book, if any. I can't think of any right now, actually. So that's it for this video. My next video will hopefully be a book to newbie tag, a book review on Illuminate, which is what I'm reading right now. Whatever it is, I'll see you soon, and goodbye.